Ooh, Faker.
Goes again, as now Ona looking for that opportunity as well. Backflip connects also as the perfect execution comes forward. Has the overstep? The answer is no, because he had the stopwatch anyway, and now the cavalry comes in. Crisp, the next to go down. Wei, he's under a turret.
It's the king at home. Respect the name. Faker, the greatest of all time.
The Faker, the greatest of all time. I'm kinda confused again about this, but I think mid have prio, top has prio, and Bart is just jerking around.
Now you know that the jungler can't.
Wait, did you notice what happened?
The tournament.
Owner started Raptors
Not just when they came out, but
because he got afraid by Belvet late invade.
Even when they got the early wins.
But my question is, Belvet leave the crop and goes in bot crop. In my mind, Belvet knows that Lee Sin is patting for bot. He ignores the top crop and goes for bot crop because he thinks Lee Sin is there.
Is going
Boom.
to be able to get that one through.
Least
And then
owner
these
is just
rift
better.
scuttles that we're looking at as T1 moving a little bit further forward is information there. T1 do gather in this early stage.
And it could mean
Just
owner goes
what just
top
happened.
because now you know that the jungler can't be there, so there is a potential angle to look for him. And he did just use his lightning rush, so I think he's in trouble.
Yeah, there's the flash Q3 from Zeus. The Shy is in trouble. The lightning rush is on cooldown. He gets slowed down by the cripple, and the Q's going to land.
Boom.
Ona
Younger
secures
than-
it, and that is first blood for T1.
It's perfect timing from T1, and it's all because of the Raptors ward. It was a clear top to bottom, but without that E from Kennen.
And we will see if Wei is able to maybe make a play towards bot side as owner making his way over to mid.
That's going to safeguard forward there as Faker dashes in, and Xiaohu will survive. Faker just barely managing to walk away.
Nice.
As
Flash
now
burned.
they come in. Oh, the grand entrance, phenomenal from Carrier. We'll see whether he can survive though. He's trying to get out. The piercing arrow will do it. And Weibo Gaming even out the scoreline.
Light knocks him
Wei
down.
finally
That was
started
a
to
big
play the
kill for
game.
them on the bot side. They need something to rally around, and perhaps it is Light in this potentially final game.
Tell you
Weibo
what, that
were
was
smart
pretty
in
cool
draft
with
and
the
they
grand
did
entrance, though.
decent in game.
And
In
I
this
gotta
game,
say, Weibo,
or in every
again,
game.
to me, he is the guy that makes it happen. I think he's been the player that has really impressed me the most here on Weibo. He keeps trying to make these plays, and it's been kind of the saving grace
Only this
for
game.
Weibo in the
Honestly,
early
only
game
this
with
game,
how-
I don't feel their draft is kinda good. Top has prio, mid has prio, and Bart playing for mid top. Again, Varus should be weak-sided, but yeah.
much they
He is just on fire, but it is Zeus with no flash, and it is Crisp up on top side, but missing his ignite, I don't know that you can really go into this wave and try to fight him.
You can see Zeus is going to get some vision down on top of the
See.
ward that
See what
Weibo
just
already
happened.
have, and they know that this is where they need to defend. Wants to take a work with Crisp here. Let's see whether they can get an angle. 3 versus
Varus vs Zaya alone should win. They don't even need to win. Like, it's ADC, you just farm. And Bart do Bart things. And the thing is, when Bart is bot, Lee Sin ganks, Bart portal, boom, we are in base.
one. He does try and get out. There's the world ender. He's trying to avoid all of this CC, and it's not going to work. There's the kill for Weiwei.
really good communication there for Weibo. They know that Zeus wants to try and get the wave in, so the Shy is setting himself up as juicy bait.
But Zaya is way
and
too
Zeus
strong
takes
in
it.
team.
But the question is, how much do you lose bot side? Because we talked about Light as the hope in this game. Light now is going to be fully zoned off the wave. They lose the Dragon as well, because there was so much time spent top side. They're going to lose at least one plate bot, maybe
Depends.
two, and likely most of, if not all of this wave, because he's totally zoned off until Crisp arrives. So, yes, they do get a kill on top side, but T1 are taking a lot down here on bot as well. But the question is, how much do you lose
T1
bot
gets
side?
the
'Cause we talked
Drake
about Light as the hope in
because,
this game. Right now, he's gonna be
Weibo
fully zoned off
killed
the wave.
Aatrox.
They lose he just wants to deny even more CS if he can, and now Zeus cheating down. They're trying to get vision on where Wei is, and they know he's not going to be in the
Zeus.
topside jungle. Owner is there, Zeus is there, Carry is there as well, so they can now move up and potentially start up this Rift Herald, because they do have Prio.
And Zeus now back towards his top side with Ona in tow.
Look how you're supposed to play as laner when you are getting ganked. Like, Zeus is pretending to be super scared from Kennen. He's like, okay, I'm running around you, around the wave, but I don't want to fight you. That's what he's showing right now. So Kennen is like, okay, listen, is not top.
Wanting to get a little bit of revenge, and even though
Faker
First Blood
played
came
really
in, Shroud
well
still
this
has
game.
the CS
Yeah.
advantage. Lightning rush
The GOAT
to get
Faker.
him out of there. Arizona just mini stun, kick into the wall. That is going to be the execution, but the ultimate is going to be there from the Shine. After the flash, he will survive.
And still, after this, they
Now
die.
Weiwei's turn. Can he actually get this one as Ona? About 50%. The safeguard to try and get out the flash. but
Owner
it's
inted.
not. It's still there, and Crisp comes in for the kill. They get some knockouts.
But flash.
Zeus will survive, but not the least in. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, caller, not quite there for Gumayushi. Picture in picture, as you can see, and Faker looking for a little bit more. He connects the backflip.
This is
Those early
Herald.
Heralds, the Herald going over to Weiwei.
Yeah, Light just staying his ground.
I mean, you cannot say that Zaya is winning. They're equal. They're just farming and throwing skill shots.
And when
And
you do have the
auto-attacks.
lethal tempo, Varus have to be a little bit scared.
What just happened
Guma
here?
and Keria are so hard.
Zeus roaming. Varus should be stronger than Zaya early. Okay, what just happened here?
Oh, Q going to connect there. Nice little knock up as Keria tries to find it. There's the quickness onto two. The kick gets the knock up onto Xiaohu. The Empress Divide only gets Ona, but that will get him out. But Weiwei's not going to be so lucky. Nice little knock up as Keria tries to.
Jungle diff. Hinted, no?
Hasn't been about going towards Light and Crisp, and potentially that is because
They just lost 3v3.
Guma and Keria are so hard to attack in a lot of these situations.
BV just doesn't respect Akali, Lee Sin, Narakan. Like, how you don't respect that? They literally can Chichi Sein and
As Keria
kill.
tries to find it. There's the quickness onto two. The kick gets the knock up onto Xiaohu. The Empress Divide only gets Ona, but that will get him out. But Weiwei's not going to be so lucky. The Shy got in here, and now he might be in trouble. He breaks the chains, but is he still going to be able to get out? Gumayushi decides he wants to fight Light towards the bottom side. That was the right call. Zeus grabs the double kill. And
By the way, watch what Gumayushi did. Instead of taking the kill, he just faced Light.
trouble. He breaks the chains, but is he
He just zoned him,
still going to be able to get out?
so he cannot join the fight. I mean, if he joined the fight, he is rolling.
Gumayushi decides he wants to fight Light towards the bottom side. That was the right call. Zeus grabs the double kill. And Weibo lose out on the fight.
And
Yeah,
while
Jungle
the
dip.
laning setup is there this time around for Weibo, their early game looking a lot better.
I think
The
Weiwei just
skirmishes,
hinted
they're still
too many
not able
times
to make work, although
this.
teleport coming in.
Final.
Teleport from this top side of the river. Xiaohu coming in, looking for the opportunity. Doesn't have the ultimate. They secure the Drake. Does T1. Grand entrance not going to find the target there. On to Crisp as the Tempered Fate comes in. Faker trying to play bouncer to keep his team alive. And the ultimate doesn't really work out here from Crisp. Still, they don't lose too much, even though Xiaohu is on the other side of the map. And they're buying time.
There this time
Why would they contest this?
around for Weibo, their early game looking a lot better. The skirmishes, they're still not able to make
Azir TP for this. 4v3, you have Bart. What can Bart do in this? You don't have engage? Why do you contest this?
work, although teleport coming in.
Yeah, teleport from this top side of the river.
Okay, I don't understand why they're doing this.
Xiaohu coming in, looking for the opportunity.
They don't have jungler. They literally, I don't know.
Doesn't have the ultimate.
This is troll.
Secure the Drake. Does T1. Grand entrance not going to find the target.
If
there.
Rakan hits double here, it's another death for them.
On to Crisp as the Tempered Fate comes in. Faker trying to play bouncer to keep his team alive. And the ultimate doesn't really work out here from Crisp. Still, they don't lose too much, even though Xiaohu is on the other side of the map. And they're buying time for the fact that there is just a guy on the top side of the map taking plates.
Yeah, they can't get anything. It's a great ulti from Chris, but no one is there to follow it up. And as you say, Chronicler, again, it's T1 out skirmishing Weibo, who were in that power position coming into this fight, it felt like, but T1 just preempt the play. They press the go button, they find that engage, and they push.
Buys so
One really understanding there, put them under pressure. You force
I
them
don't
to use
know.
ult. Would be
This-
pretty
this
devastating.
Drake
I think,
fight was
for
awkward.
their chances. It would mean that the Shy is not going to be able to play through sides at all.
Yeah, exactly. And on the other side, if there was some control here for Weibo, then they can utilize this Varus poke very expertly, right? You can play in that neutral effectively if you can get themselves go down just yet as the plates.
In the objective game, all prepared when these fights are going to break out. And you
Dun,
can see
dun,
the
dun,
MasterCard lane economy snapshot. Once again, Zeus now is ahead. And that
Weibo
is gonna be
is kinda
so
ahead.
tough for the Shy because you really are dependent
The
upon
gold.
these early game leads that you build up as
200,
Kennen
but it
to be
is
able to play through sides later
something.
And Zeus also has been, not historically, right, has actually had an issue with that, but domestically, outside of finals, been so
Actually, no.
consistent in even when he is behind, generating value. I remember a Jace game where he went like 0-3 early on.
Oh, Carrier is going to get other.
Xiaohu, Light has the others, and maybe the fight.
Yep, they're seeing. As Flash available, and now the teleport comes in behind them. Faker wanting to find his angle in. They don't get the knock up. A little bit of mistiming there from Weiwei as the Rift Herald is going to reset. She heads back into the pit, and Weibo gonna have to start over.
But still, Light could never actually move from mid lane over because these wards are actually covering his move through the river. He can't actually get over there. He would get engaged on by Keria. He knew it. He read the play, but Weibo can't commit to the Herald without their AD carry being able to join.
At this very least, though, Weibo do force Faker his TP, doesn't get to just push
The zone was
to
kinda
his
good.
heart's content towards that bot side of the map. See if they want to continue trying to contest there, because it looks like T1 not really that interested in the Herald themselves, but very interested
want to deny
in
it,
ensuring that Weibo don't.
Xiaohu very strong as Faker picks
just
up
want
this
to deny
top
the
wave,
Herald.
closer to Herald, does make a lot of sense.
Another
We've
Drake.
got 1 second. Spellbeth
So
does
they
quite-
denied it Herald, and now they cannot start Herald because if they start Herald, they lose Drake.
I like securing those heralds. Crown now complete. Very, very tiny little magical journey. It's going to work out though.
Okay, what happens here?
Yeah, they are going to be able to have the inside track on this Dragon. Faker was up on the top side, has no TP, so he has to run down. As Xiaohu has pushed in bot, the Shy will answer top side, but they don't really have any deep wards for him to TP to, so if he does join, it will be very much so on Weibo's side of the fight.
Yeah, Faker's going to backflip away.
Answer
Way.
top side, but they don't really have any
Faker
deep
has no
wards
vision,
for him
right?
to TP to.
He's going into the bush, knowing that maybe
So,
someone could be there.
If he does
Just
join,
look the
it will be very much
reflexes.
so on Weibo's side
Ooh, the reflex of Faker, bro.
of the fight.
Yeah, Faker just going to backflip away from the knockup.
He went in the bush knowing that he has to E
Not
away.
gonna find too much there as Ona in the river.
The
Zeus
respect.
just clearing out this Gromp, wanting to get some control back in. Looks like T1 happy to start off this Drake, although it's not behaving itself all that much. Carrier with all of his buttons up and available, the engage potential is going to be there. Control ward just eviscerated here. As T1 trying to do the same thing. Teleport now to come forward. As Zeus on that flank angle, the Shy now here. And Gumiushi pretty safe now on that back line.
Look at Keria though. It's so hard for Weibo to walk up because Keria is on that sideline. They know he's there.
Yeah, he flashes in. He
They went into the bush. Oh, they went into the bush.
finds himself. The Charmander 4 is there.
Oh, Bart ulted Kennen ult. Oh, they literally... Yeah, Bart ults inted Kennen ult. Like I said, you said that this draft is good. I don't feel that this draft is good. Maybe the idea in early game, but in team fights, it's just something else.
Pretty safe now on that back line.
Look at Keria though. It's so hard for Weibo to walk up because Keria is on that sideline. They
Question mark.
know he's there.
He flash ult by blind. Rakan flash ult blindly. And there were just 2 people in there. That was so lucky. It was badly played against late game, but it was their best draft. No, it's not their best draft. In my opinion, this is the worst draft.
Yeah, he flashes in. He finds himself. The Charmander 4 is there. Is the ultimate from the Shy, but it just doesn't quite do enough. They try and get out, but Faker has the perfect execution and locks
Faker.
down his fellow ninja.
Go, go, Power Ninja.
Taking a whole lot of damage, and Faker is in the shroud. He's toying with him. It's a double kill. What? Order! And back in again. It's a triple for Faker. Zeus is going to be out of block.
The Faker diff.
Faker eventually
The
goes
Faker
down,
diff
and
here.
it's 4 for him
He
and
made a
Carrier.
triple kill.
And that is
It's the only draft where they get some prio and they don't auto lose most lanes. So they have prio and they still lose. I don't know. Just pick better chimps for team fights maybe.
T1 turning the situation around. Their health bars are low. Not all of Weibo's cooldowns actually hit the mark, but it doesn't matter. There's
Light fishes with the Q, won't get it.
Okay, they get right.
T1 one game from the World Championship.
Play better mostly. I think T1 just played it much better in this Worlds. That's why they deserve it. I mean they definitely deserve it.
If it's
Good
T1
kapan.
one dragon from Soul.
Jungle diff.
And Carry gets spotted. He says, great.
Yeah.
Engage.
Jungle
Both the
diff.
Soul Leaders are
Jungle
stacked
top
up.
diff
Carry
was.
goes right in. Knocks them both up. The Bard on
ultimate soul.
It's pretty poignant seeing him play. Going to be an opportunity.
how well he is. Right in lane has
Oh, it has the overstep.
been impressive in team fights, and it just feels like a rejuvenated
Ooh, Faker.
Goes again, as now Ona looking for that opportunity as well. Backflip connects also as the perfect execution comes forward. Has the overstep? The answer is no, because he had the stopwatch anyway, and now the cavalry comes in. Crisp, the next to go down. Wei. He's under a turret. Zeus flashes on top. The lethal Aatrox gonna get it. T1, they feel like it's Baron time.
It's the king at home. Respect the name. Faker, the greatest of all time.
The Faker, the greatest of all time.
And
let's go.
Light desperately trying to get something going here. Not going to be the case.
Te grabiłeś na Zeus i Faker. Kind of. Nie znam. I think that Belvet made a few mistakes as well. It's like Wei is trolling most of the time.
In team fights, and it just feels like a
Okay, they don't have vision.
rejuvenated
They
Faker.
just randomly force here.
And he goes again, as now Ona looking for that opportunity as well. Backflip connects also as the perfect execution comes forward. Has he overstepped? The answer is no, because he had the stopwatch anyway, and now the cavalry comes in. Crisp, the next to go down.
Look at Atrox.
He's under-
Boom!
Flashes on top. Greatest of all
Free
time.
Baron.
Stop live as well, but it's not going to work out. He goes in.
And Light desperately trying to get something going here. Not going to be the case.
He's not going to be allowed to because Faker wants to keep his whole.
Oh, okay. I was like, why the ADC is 1v1ing Faker on a Kali? Are you fucking mad?
House alive as well,
But then
it's not gonna
Zir
work
is in
out.
the back
He
and they are
goes
doing
into the
Baron.
shroud. I don't know whether this is necessarily
Now
what
you should
the
run.
fight that you want to take, but Xiaohu's going to turn up. Faker is going to get out. The Baron secured.
Run.
Here for T1
Run or you
5
die.
members and Carrier showing absolute mastery on this Rakan as well. This is something that he has been extraordinarily feared on, and this was, in fact, when we were touting Gumayusi and Carrier as the greatest bottom lane in the world, it was when they were playing champion that we've already seen.
You need to get in about a minute.
Comes on over, he
Crisp.
Now
Give
they're
Light
gonna
an opportunity to pop off,
contest
because
Soul.
Otherwise, T1's going to get Soul. They're going to get the next Baron, and they're going to win the series. And Carrier.
gonna get knocked up here as Ona comes on over. He's here to protect his support. The quickness ties them all up, and Xiaohu going to be the next target. He finds two.
Okay, the problem that I face in solo queue. I force fight and the enemy team is 5 people faster than my team. Like Varus doesn't move. Kennen is in base and Belvet force fights. Basically that's what happens.
Next Baron, and they're going to win the series. And Carrier.
This is not bad force. Just
Gonna get knocked
no one will follow it.
up here. As Ona comes on over. He's here to protect his support. The
Opportunity to pop off.
Wait, what does it
Because
mean?
otherwise, T1's going to get Soul. They're going to get the next Baron, and they're going to win the series. And Carrier.
gonna get knocked up here as Ona comes on over. He's here to protect his support.
Nothing.
The quickness ties them all up, and Xiaohu going to be the next target. He finds 2 with the Emperor's Divide, but Crisp just evaporates. Wei going to suffer the same fate as Zeus is on the warpath. Light able to sidestep, finds the chains of corruption, but there's not enough damage.
It's so
Xiaohu
cool to
decent
watch
flash to try
ADC
and get himself
auto
back, but
attacking
he's not. Out
in
of
the face of
wall,
top
that is
lane.
Faker. Tidies up that kill, and they are just so far ahead. Ona secures Light with a Sonic Wave in the Shy.
Yeah, at this point,
Finds
GG.
himself alone heading back towards his base. That's the double kill. That's the clean ace for T1.
And T1. Weibo tries.
Zorge
They
showed
have to
the
contest.
Shay how
This
to
Dragon,
play Atrox.
They have to contest.
We
the
can say it that
Soul,
way.
But they're not even given the opportunity. They thought they got Carrier, but Carrier says, "Come get me."
And it looks to me
Nah,
like
T1 is
they
just
take this
way
inhibitor
better on
and
macro
move
play.
back. It may not be the end of the
They
series,
move faster,
but
they
it
move-
might be
they're
the
like-
last moment that Weibo felt hope in it.
They know where to
As
be
Chris
all the time.
Clearing out some control vision. Ona wants to grab himself a soul to finish this game off on.
Even if it
T1
wasn't all
are
about
just
him.
on fire. All 5 players in this final game here, potentially playing out
But
of
to
their
be honest,
minds.
Zeus kinda
5
popped
range,
off
1
this
player.
final.
It's like everything
He was
perfectly
almost
coordinated.
MVP the 3
They
games.
caught Carrier, but everyone
Second game,
T1
MVP.
piles
The
in
first game,
lightning
insane.
fast. Owner is
Third
here.
game,
Zeus
insane.
Pops the ulti fast for the move speed from the top side. Baker coming in from the bottom. T1 collapses from
It's hard. He take a magical journey over Zeus. He
Blown up.
Bro, like I said, if Atrox has these skills, he won't die against 3 persons. Look,
And the
look
goal
what's
leads
next.
As Light
Thanks to Honor.
desperately tries to at least get Zeus.
Look top
Won't
lane.
even get that.
Bro is 1v3 now.
top breaking
Look.
now. They take a magical journey over Zeus.
Boom.
Likes
He
this
doesn't get
1-on-1
damage.
Versus 3. He's absorbing so much. The Emperor's Divide. It comes in, but he's still alive. What is going on? Baker tidies up the burst. Everyone's just exploding as Wei trying to get something done, but it does not matter. T1 are too strong.
4 times T1 has lost in a game 5. 4 times they've been knocked out, and 4 times they have got back up.
Bro is
This
level
moment,
16.
It was 7 years since their last, a decade since their first. The SKT legacy has been reignited. T1
There was fight as
will be
last game where he almost 1v5. Exactly, bro. Top lane broken. Let's go. Nah, I don't know why people are hating the Worlds right now, but T1 definitely deserve to win the finals. Yeah, sure, they fucking stomp it, but that's the difference when you can use the lead.